Hello, welcome to a rambling devlog video. So today I'm just going to talk about the AI system that I've been working on the past couple of days for my upcoming game, Red Tears. I am currently working towards a second demo. I've made a lot of changes since the last video on this channel, but today I'm just going to talk about the AI overhaul that I've been working on. So previously the AI would just constantly track the player's position, and if they detect them then they attack them, and that's about as much as they would do. But now I've basically expanded their perception from vision and like auditory, like noise. So now they can detect multiple different objects and react to them accordingly. So I just set up a little demo scene here for testing. So let's just disable these for now. So it's a pretty customizable system so far. So this little red cube thing, let's just pretend it's an enemy. This is the same AI stimulus that the player has. And what they will do is they have a field of view range. This is for the vision specifically. They have a field of view range, and if anything that has a visual stimulus script on it enter that field of view, the AI will track it with a raycast, and the highest priority object to be tracked will become the AI. That's what the AI will react to. So let's just imagine there's an enemy over here. I'm just gonna do a demo just to show you how they react. So as you can see, there's patrolling around. When I click, they just hear a noise and investigate that, so I'm just using that to prevent them from detecting. So they have detection meters, like Far Cry. They'll patrol around. Normally they're just walking around, and then he'll see the enemy, he'll investigate it, he'll walk towards it. He's running, he gets alerted, he starts attacking. Now this guy comes along. Now they start attacking. So basically, yeah, they'll patrol around. If they detect something, they'll be alerted. So this has the enemy. So this is an AI stimulus script. It can be activated or deactivated. There's other settings. This is full visual, so I can add an offset, which is good for, say if the player is standing, then the offset will be on like the camera. But if they're crouching, then I can move the offset down to like lower down. So that's adds some customization to how the AI detects things. Yeah, so this has a stat of an enemy resource. This is still a work in progress, by the way. But yeah, so this is the level. So AI has 4 like detection levels, and this is alert, the max one, which will happen if they detect it. And then there's a priority, and there's event tag. So far I haven't done anything with the event tag, but in the future I'll probably make it influence like custom behaviors, like investigating a corpse, or I don't know, they see a dropped weapon and they pick that up somehow, I don't know. But this can be like expanded upon. Right now it doesn't do anything. It's mainly these two. So this is an enemy. Now I have a yellow cube here. This counts as a corpse. So over here I have made some different resources. Distraction. So this is for like rock throwing. It's just to investigate. And then the corpse, which is what I put on this cube. So it has a cautious alert state, and the priority is 1. And if you remember, priority on this is 4. So the AI, if they detect both of them, it will prioritize the enemy always. If it detects one of them, it'll just prioritize one, obviously. So, yeah. Let me just deactivate this and show you them reacting to the corpse. Right now they should just see it and then walk up to it. And because I haven't added any custom behaviors for that. So you can see him detecting it. He sees it and it goes to yellow, which is cautious. And then, so they see the dead body. They walk up to it. And then they'll just stare at it because I haven't added any real behaviors. So yeah. And yeah, if I go to the NPC, so I've made it so there's a corpse area attached to the pelvis, which has the AI stimulus for corpse over here. And this gets activated when the NPC dies, so it actually functions, and AI can detect dead body as well. And I'll just show you here as well. This is the player. A visual event. This is the enemy. So this is what NPCs detect. In the future, I'll probably just make it a generic like entity resource, and then I'll have maybe like factions. So then you'll see an enemy, then it'll like compare their faction and their relationship to the NPC's faction, and then it'll decide from there. But for now, it's just the enemy. It's just, yeah. Yeah, so that's basically it for the visuals. And their actual, I can show you their actual FOV and detection. So they have a vision cone. Let me just open a scene, yeah. So ignore all the blue lines. I'm using the M-terrain node with the Octree system, so that's what that is. But yeah, so anyway, vision cone. So what it is just a script. Pretty simple. If it's just a build up of a shapecast. I'm not actually sure if it's better using in an area or a shapecast. Like, I'm not sure which one's more performant. Because yeah, right now the AI is also pretty unoptimized, but yeah, right now so it's just a shapecast for the general. Can I see something in this little cone area? And this is the script here to generate the actual shape. Convex polygon. Yeah, it's probably not the best way of doing things, but I don't know. So yeah, and then so once it detects a visual event in here, it will then do a raycast from the origin, so the face, the head, to that object position, and then it'll see if it's hitting it, and if it is, then it's in the sight. If it's hitting something else, then it's being blocked, obviously. So that's the actual physical detection zone, and it's just attached. It's not actually attached to the head bone, I attached it to the top spine bone. I did this because the animations are still placeholder, and one of the idols has like a head turn. It's just from like Mixima. It has a head turn in like one direction, so it's a bit inconsistent. So instead of fixing the animation, I just slapped it onto the spine bone. Yep. So, and I can go into the actual NPC script. You'll see it's an absolute mess. So the detection, this is for visual detection. So this gets an array of everything in the shapecast, and then it sorts it, everything it sees, by the score, which literally just means here gets things in imagination. Literally just means the priority. In the future, I might make it change by the distance. So if for example, an enemy is like 100 meters away, but then there's a corpse like 20 meters away, maybe it'll go for the corpse. But yeah, or if there's like multiple enemies, it'll go for the closest one. That's basically what that'll do. But I haven't added that yet because Also, the distance calculation was pretty expensive. So right now it's just priority. I don't know. But yeah, so then it sorts through that, blah, 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 gets line of sight, and then it picks the target, and then it starts detecting. And then yeah, so that's for the visual. Yeah, I might just activate everything and see what happens, just so you guys can like see, I guess. And yeah, actually I can just yeah, I'll demonstrate the real-time changes as well. Okay, so all the things active. He detects the corpse. I mean, sorry, the enemy. And starts shooting at the enemy. Damn. They start doing their attack pattern. So now if I were to deactivate that, they'll now lock onto this one. So this has been deactivated, they're now locking onto this one. So now if I were to deactivate this enemy, they don't see any enemies. They do see the corpse, but they don't see enemies. And since the enemy was high priority, they will start searching for the enemy. And nothing is found. So now they haven't found the enemy, so now this guy will start investigating the corpse. This guy is also going to start investigating the corpse, because they have no other target. And the search timer ran out. So that's how it works. And then now the enemy comes back in sight. Oh no, they see it again. Oh, they shot each other. Yeah, they're not really aware of each other, so it's the coordination there is. Yeah, so and the actual NPCs, they have, I'm using a mix of a state machine and a behavior trees. Or maybe this is just how you normally use behavior trees, I don't know, I'm still learning it really. But basically you have these different states which relate to the actual alert state, and then these states have different behaviors. So alert is just combat, searching is searching, and relaxed is just patrol. Yeah, investigate dead. This doesn't do anything. Probably remove that later, because yeah. So yeah, that's the visual stuff. That's how that works. And all the sound stuff is a bit the way I've implemented it. So I want to kind of implement it with the same kind of like prioritization as the visual stuff. But I wasn't really sure how to kind of, I don't know, fit them together, because right now noise, it's just an instant trigger. Like there's no travel time, there's no, like noises don't stay. When they're triggered, they're deleted. So when when either a rock is thrown or a gun is shot, it will trigger a ignore the triangle. It will trigger a, where is it, bro? Noise event. There we go. So this is also a shapecast. So it'll trigger a shapecast. This is a AI stimulus of noise, and it just triggers it, and then it, yeah, if it detects any AI, then it will call in the AI script the noise detection. So this is literally just a simple trigger check that happens as soon as the noise is called. It just checks if the priority is higher or equal to the current stimulus priority. Like there's no multiple noise system. It just chooses the latest one, compares it, and then reacts to it. And the reaction is hard-coded to investigate right now. As I said with tags, I'll probably change that, but right now it's just hard-coded to investigate. So it detects it, and yeah. So you saw that in the beginning when I was clicking and it was like they were looking, so I was like, that's just a distraction thing. But also, the reason this guy behind here, because if this guy doesn't see the enemy, and this guy starts shooting, he'll start investigating the shooting, and then he'll also see the enemy. So that's how that works. I did want to add like event propagation. So like every couple of seconds or so, each NPC would kind of emit their own noise event, and that noise event will just have that current stimulus. So if this guy didn't see anything, this guy just takes a body, he'll propagate that to other enemies, and then it'll spread out. Instead of like everyone having a hive mind, it'll kind of spread out. Whoever's closest to the NPC will be alerted of, oh, I spotted a body, of, oh, I spotted an enemy. I haven't really added that yet. I added a bit of a test thing, but yeah, it would just cause like infinite loops because it's just kind of just reusing the sound thing, and it kind of constantly triggers the stimulus between them, and yeah, I'd have to fix that. And I'll mix that in with a box system, which is just like AI playing dialogue. Yeah, there's plenty of other stuff which I wanted to do, which I haven't yet, like a cover system. I'm not really sure how to generate cover points really without manually placing them. I'm too lazy to manually place cover points for every single object, not to mention that it wouldn't work for terrain trees because they don't accept additional prefabs. I've seen games like the Far Cry 5 map editor. You can see that it's kind of like a nav mesh system, but they generate faces around objects as cover points. But I mean, if any of you know how, like a good way to generate cover points in an open world map, I would be happy to read in the comments. And the same goes with anything else in this. I would have you to either ask questions or suggest suggestions for any of these systems in the comments. That would be nice to read through, especially with AI systems, because I've taken inspiration from like Dishonored 2, stuff like that. So, and I feel like my detection system for them is still pretty hard-coded in comparison, but I don't know. So, what was I going to do? I forgot. Oh yeah, just a demonstration. Yeah. So I think I've gone over everything. How they work, really. Sure, yeah, demonstration. So they actually function pretty well. Like, my Polytears AI, it used like, I think like just a 2-switch state machine between not alerted and alerted. This is yet now using 4-state machines. The previous video was pretty simple, but now they detect corpses and stuff, so it makes stealth a bit more involved. And I'll add like moving bodies and all that later. So also yeah, I need to optimize it, because it's like, I've done like a physics frame buffer for like every 6 frames roughly. It has helped a bit, but it's still very laggy. Like it's 40-ish FPS now with all these AI. And once I kill everyone, it goes back up to the max, so yeah. I could probably separate the field of view detection from the raycast detection, and kind of buffer that, and as well as like AI LOD and like off-screen AI being slower. Those are the ideas I have. I just haven't implemented them yet. So also I've added an AK since the last video. Yes. So yeah, hide in bushes. This guy's just patrolling around. I can throw a, yeah, who be on? Yeah, so I can throw a rock. I can throw, oh, yeah. So he'll be distracted by that, he'll hear that. No. Oh, so that guy's now detected me. He went into the, okay, no. So it's not the yellow, it's the orange, yes. So I can whistle as well. Oh yeah, okay, so it's the yellow, so yeah. I know, sorry, bro. So now, okay, he went to the orange, he'll then investigate my position, and yep. And now, everyone stops shooting, everyone's down alert, all hell breaks loose. And these debug lines are on to help visualize it, obviously. So now they don't see me hiding behind, so they'll come rush me. He sees me. Oh no. So now if I were to go actually properly run away and hide, just get out of the area, scram. It's actually pretty hard to fully run away. But basically, if I were to, as I showed in the testing area, if I were to just completely get out of their sight, they would search for me for a bit, and then lose sight of me, and then they would go back to the outpost, and then they'd investigate their like buddy that I made beforehand. Yeah. It's still like kind of unpolished, but it works, but it's kind of broken. Yeah. Well, so if I were to run far enough away, they would chase me and then they would just despawn, so I need to fix it as well. Because I got out of the area. So. Oh, yeah, and fuck right there moment. They're gonna try and avoiding this guy. So now he's searching my area. He doesn't see me, so he's gonna look around for me, and he sees me. But yeah. Oh no. So I mean, yeah, that's about it for the AI. That's what I've been working on. Just overhauling their whole perception system, really. There's still a lot of work to do, but I just thought I'd show it. Yeah, so I'm working towards a second demo. I don't know how long it's gonna take. But yeah, the AI's had a pretty playable point. I just need to fix some things. And optimize it, of course. As you can see, the FPS is now like 60 to 70, because I've killed some of them. So I need to change that, like, I mean, optimize that. Yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you, I don't know, maybe you learned something, how to do AI. Or maybe you can suggest some improvements, or maybe you can ask any questions, I don't know. Or maybe you can, I don't know. Thanks for watching, yes. Auf Wiedersehen.